So, did you always want to own a restaurant? Are you a chef? Let's get through that part first. So,
So, truth be told, no. I've only worked in one service industry establishment in my entire life. I worked for a catering company while I was in college in the summer.
that was it.
I've never worked ever in a restaurant or done anything.
What do you do? What are you doing with this lovely little cafe?
So that's a question I get asked a lot. My background my whole adult life has been in operations of some sort. And I was deployed overseas in 2019, decided I didn't want to do that anymore when I came back and started looking for alternatives. And this popped up. A friend of mine suggested Savannah because I needed a warmer climate. I've learned when I was in a warmer climate in Kuwait that I was allergic to the cold.
Oh,
so literally.
Literally allergic to the cold?
For the most part. I have a condition that says that you're allergic to the cold.
Oh.
I have a severe reaction
Stay
sometimes.
out of the walk-in.
I run through Kroger's freezer department because it's not good for me. But yes, and I started looking at different places. I looked at businesses in Jacksonville, a couple of different places down south. I have some family in Florida, and decided on this because Savannah looked cool. I had never been here before. I only saw it via like a Zoom call when they were showing me what this place looked like, and ended up here.
So did you come visit and just never leave, or?
No, I came specifically to purchase the cafe.
Like you were buying it before you even got here. You
Correct.
knew you were going to buy it. Mm-hmm. It's still never been here.
No. So that's probably been the best part and the most frightening part. But I was deployed, so obviously in the midst of COVID, which extended that wonderful deployment from 9 months to 12. So instead of being home in August, I didn't get home until
January?
September. Spent a month in quarantine. Thank you, COVID. And then when I got home to New Jersey, I spent some time with my family, drove to West Virginia, packed up my house, and arrived here on the 19th of October of 2020.
And you're like, got myself a restaurant.
If it was only that easy. It took another couple months, but closing costs,
right.
all the things that happen when you have to acquire a business. And January of 2021, I took possession of this establishment. It was already here, so.
So Cafe M has been here for what, 20?
September 2015, they opened the doors.
They opened in 2015.
Yep. So the concept and the menu, the original owners were from France, or at least the husband was. Brought his grandmother's recipes, and they opened up this cafe. They did a really good job establishing the presence over the last couple of years, and really built up a following, the tourists, trying to get people downtown as well. And
the locals from
the
outlier areas of Savannah.
They do. That's one of the first things I learned. Locals don't come downtown, but I don't blame them. It can be hectic and crazy, but in our off season when it's slower, they come out.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But every once in a while, even the locals, we take a day to I'm going to be a tourist for a day.
Oh,
right?
It's awesome.
And so you can just pretend to be a tourist because we don't come downtown that often. Then it is a little more special.
It is.
Vacation-like.
And you can kind of spot the locals who are doing that. It's kind of interesting to watch. When I first came here, I had a couple months to do nothing because I was waiting for the purchase to go through. So I walked around downtown, I walked into businesses, and everybody in Savannah is real polite. And I'm thinking, well, of course, there's a hospitality industry downtown, and that's what everyone is geared for. But, they'll say things like, what brings you to Savannah? And usually 90% of the time, I'm here on vacation. Mm-hmm. Well, when I told them I just moved here, they became nicer. And I didn't think that was possible. And I thought it was maybe an anomaly, but I have noticed that throughout my journey over the last 2 years. I do the same thing. I get a local that comes into my store, and my staff gets excited. I get excited. We thank them for coming downtown.
Come back all the time.
Yeah, we appreciate their business because really, without them, we wouldn't survive through those, slower months and things. Mm-hmm, so I wasn't in the anomaly. It's definitely the culture. At least it is downtown, and from the other restaurants that I've visited, they do like the locals.
Hey, locals in most towns, all you really got, Mm-hmm. So we're lucky here, or at least, a lot of the business are, that it is a tourist destination. And so you do have that influx of just random people, right? So it definitely boosts the business. Anywhere else, you're just you have to win over your local community if you're going to survive in any way, shape, or form.
Definitely.
So it's a double-edged sword, right? Like,
It is.
because people don't want to fight the tourists who live here.
I like that
So-
my customer base changes every day and I get to see new faces, but you do definitely need to patronize, those local establishments when you're local because we appreciate it. I know I do.
Come on down, locals. Come have a wonderful croissant at Cafe M if you live in Savannah. Hang out on the patio. Get yourself a little feel of vacation for the day.